Hello, hi, good evening. Okay, so in last class we discussed about integration, that is valuation and account assignment, and there we discussed material type and as well as valuation class. So while integrating with finance, we need to consider these 5 parameters. Out of 5 parameters, chart of account will be provided by finance department or finance consultant. Okay, then valuation grouping code, here we are going to merge all our plant and create one group. Instead of creating one plant or plants wise reports, it is better we'll make a report in group wise. Then valuation class, this is a valuation class. Now what I'll do, I'm going to create our new valuation. So I think I did some configurations this. Let me check with that. Yes, we did right. We did the configurations. I think we did the configurations. Material we created or not? Let me check. So I'll go with MM03. Copy P1 is my plant. So new valuation class it has created, and I think goods receipt also we did. Let me check with this. Painting services. This also we did right. This is my goods receipt. Okay, now we'll work with some special procurement. So this comes under valuation and account assignment. Valuation and account assignment. Then under that, special procurement. Here we are having 4 special procurement, like first one is subcontracting, second one is consignment, third one is RTP or returnable transport of packaging material. Fourth one, split valuation. So these are the 4 special procurement we can see in SAP. So first I will go with subcontracting. Okay, so first I'll go with subcontracting valuation. So what is subcontracting? Subcontracting process is nothing but we are having the material. Subcontracting is we are having the material, but we don't have manpower. So what we are going to do, we are going to issue the raw material to my subcontractor, and he is going to convert that raw material into finished goods, and he is going to deliver the finished goods. So assume that we are having the material with us and we have no manpower to produce the goods, no manpower to produce the goods. So here we are going to issue the raw material to vendor or subcontractor. He will receive the raw material and convert that into finished goods, and he is going to deliver the finished goods to us. So this is what we call as subcontracting. So here I'll take one example. Assume that we are in car manufacturing company. For car, we require wheel assembly, right? We require to produce one wheel assembly, one quantity. I require these raw materials, like I require wheel, I require tire, tube, I require, then bolts, then nozzle. These 5 materials I require to produce one wheel assembly. Say, to produce one quantity of wheel assembly, I require one wheel, one tire, one tube, 4 bolts, one nozzle. So this 5 material is called as raw material, and this is finished goods. Okay, this is finished goods, and these are all raw material. These are raw material. Okay, these are raw materials. Okay, like that, if I want some 10 quantity or 50 quantity, then it will be get multiplied by that quantity. Say I require 50 quantity of or 10 quantity of wheel assembly, then I need to issue 10 tire, 10 wheel, 10 tubes, 40 bolts and 10 nozzles, like this. Okay, so for wheel assembly, assume that the cost will be 4,000. For wheel, I'll 2,000, tire 920 and 80, like that. Okay, and this is one kind of example. I'll give one more example. Say, assume that you are into selling of desktop or maybe laptop. To produce one desktop, what we require? We require RAM. These are the raw materials. RAM I require, hard disk, processor, monitor, keyboard, mouse, then CPU box. So these materials I require. Okay, then to produce one desktop, one quantity of desktop, I need to issue one quantity of RAM, one quantity of hard disk, one quantity of processor, one quantity of monitor, keyboard one quantity, then mouse one quantity, CPU box one quantity, like that. Okay, so while working you can use any of this example, or I'm going to give one more example. Say, assume that you are into, or our company is into selling of vanilla cakes, that is 1 kg. it's very popular. Assume that we are into selling of vanilla cake. It is very popular. And to produce 1 kg vanilla cake, what are the raw material we require? Say we require flour, say that is 750 or 700 grams. Then sugar we require, sugar 500 grams. Then eggs 4 pieces, but not 40, 4 pieces. Then vanilla essence we require around 50 ml. Milk 1 to 50 ml. Then what else we require? Sugar, egg, yeast is not required, sugar is there. No? Then what else we require? Okay, so this much of quantity I need to maintain for this vanilla cake. Okay, so we're working, you can go with any one of this example. Okay, so we'll go with this example. So we are into car manufacturing. What I'll do, I require this much of quantity of wheel assembly, and I'm going to issue the material to my vendor, and he is going to convert this or assemble this materials, and he'll prepare or he'll produce wheel assembly, and he's going to deliver the goods. Why it is called as special? So in normal procurement, we used to place the purchase order, and purchase order go to vendor. Vendor is going to check the availability, checking. Then after that he is going to deliver the goods, and in our system we are going to show it as goods receipt, GR, right? Goods receipt. But in subcontracting, we are going to post the purchase order, but we are not, again vendor, we are going to post the purchase order to vendor, and here we are not receive the goods, right? Here we are going to issue the goods to vendor. Purchase order is rise to issue the goods. Issue, then material or raw material received from subcontractor or vendor, assume subcontractor or vendor both are same, subcontractor, then convert that into finished goods and deliver for the finished goods to us. And here with one purchase order we are going to issue the material, and with the same purchase order we are going to receive the finished goods. The first purchase order is to issue the material, and by using the same purchase order we are going to receive the material. This is the finished goods. So this is that's the reason it is called as subcontracting. With one purchase order we are going to do two activities, issuing and receiving. And in normal procurement we are receiving the goods, that's it. But here raw material is going to issue and finished goods is going to receive. That is the reason it is called as special procurement. And what are the things, or what are the configurations, or what is the process? We will see that one. So here I will mention the configurations. Then here itself I will mention the end user. Here very less configuration is there, and end user process is more. First I need to create material. First one is material master I require, right? Material master I request. Material master, here I will create 6 materials. So this 5 and this one. This one finished goods and this is raw material. Finished goods, that is wheel assembly, then raw material, wheel, raw material, tire, raw material, tube, then raw material, bolt, raw material, nozzle. This 6 materials I need to create. Then second step is post the purchase order, and goods receipt. This is a very important step. This step is mandatory. Why? Because later this material we are going to issue to vendor, right? Later we are going to issue the material to vendor. Without having material with us, we cannot issue the material. So it is very important. First we will post the purchase order and we will do the GR. So after that only we can issue the material to vendor, right? This step is very important. Then second step, it is not important, mandatory. It is not mandatory. Third step is post the normal purchase order with BOM and without PP. BOM stands for bill of material or bills of material. BOM stands for bills of material or bill of material. What is bill of material? It is also called as list of material. List of materials means, what is bill of material? It means, so what are the raw material required to produce one finished goods? That is what we call as list of material or bill of material. So this is what we call as list of material. To produce one quantity of wheel assembly, we require this much of raw materials. That is also called as ingredients. Ingredients means the quantity, how much we require to produce one material. That is bill of material. Here we are having one option to, or one process to maintain is, we can post the purchase order with the BOM without PP. Usually bill of material will be raised by production department. PP means production planning department. But here without production also we can maintain the purchase order with BOM. But usually we will not do like this, but in real time what we do, we are going to get the bill of material from production department, and on that basis we are going to raise the purchase order. How much material they require, they are going to send a request. That is through bill of material they are going to send a request, and that will be procured by MM department. Okay. But this step we are having the option to maintain the PO without production also. BOM we can use without production also, but this is not advisable to maintain, or in real time we are not going to maintain this. Then post the, or before that we will go to production department and we will create the BOM. We will go to production department, we will create the bill of material. Then after creating of bill of material, what we are going to do, we are going to post the purchase order with bill of material and with PP. So this is my fifth step. And sixth step, goods issued to subcontractor or vendor. Then seventh one, goods receipt of finished goods against PO. Okay, goods receipt against PO. And what are the configurations we require? So two configurations we require. First one, maintain plant parameters. Parameters. Second one, define special procurement types. These two configuration is required. For first two level or first two process, we don't require this configuration. But if you want to go with third and fourth option, then these configurations should be maintained in the system. Okay, so these are all subcontracting process. So first we'll create the material. Then this step is very much mandatory. As I told you, this step is very much mandatory. Without having the stock with us, we cannot issue the material. Then without doing this step, if you are issuing the material, system will not accept you to issue. So better you need to maintain this step. This step is very much important. Without that, we cannot issue the material. This step you can skip. This is not mandatory, but I will show how to post purchase order with B1 without production. We'll see here. Then we'll go to production department and we'll create the bill of material. Then after that, the bill of material what we created in production department, that we are going to check in purchase order in level. Then we are going to issue the material to vendor. Then goods receipt of finished goods against purchase order. So here we are going to post the normal purchase order, or this one normal purchase order, bill of material purchase order will post, and on the basis of this purchase order we are going to issue the material, and with the same purchase order number we are going to receive the material. So that's the reason it was called as subcontracting or special procurement. Okay, fine. I'll go into system. First I'll create the material master. Just a moment. Okay, I'll go with system and I'll create materials. For that I'll go with logistics in easy access, materials management, material master, material, create general, MM01 immediately. Okay, here material I'll give the name of material here itself. Instead of giving numbers, I'll give number. That also acceptable. Okay, here RPL dash wheel assembly, mechanical engineering, and here I'll take RPFG as my material types. And if you observe here, when we are using or when we are trying to create material in finished goods, the sales view can be see here, right? Sales data 1, sales org data 2, sales general plan data, and sales text I'm going to select. Okay, and other things will be remaining same, like basic data 1 and 2. MRP, purchase order text, purchasing, and general plan data and storage and accounting one. This will be same, but these 4 views will be get added here because it's a finished goods, right? Press enter, and here I need to input my plant. RPP1 is my plant. Then storage location I'll take finished goods. RPSO is my sales organization. Let me check with sales organization. Because whenever we used to create the material as finished goods, I need to assign sales organization and distribution channel. So this is my sales organization and this is distribution channel. I'll select that one. Okay. MRP profile is not there, so no need to input anything there. Enter, and here I'll give the description RPL wheel assembly. Unit of measure each material group RPL mg, grass white 2 kg 2 kg. I'll go with sales data or sales org data 1. Here I'll mention division at the time of enterprise structure we created. R4 retail and R5 is wholesale. I'll select R4. Then tax category, some server it will ask. In your system they may not ask. So if you are asking, then you need to input the tax. No tax, full tax, on half tax, like that. I'll take full tax. Then sales org data 2, nothing is required here, or else you can select item category group as NORM, that is standard item. Okay, it is not mandatory. Then go to sales general plan data. Here availability check, don't worry about all these things, just it's related to sales. Press F4 and select any one of these, individual or daily requirement. I'll take daily requirements. Then how you are going to transport the material? Transportation group is there. Press F4. I'll take lot of truck. Many transportation group is there. So I'll select this one, lot of group. Then loading group, how you are going to load the material into the truck? Manual. So these are the data which is available in the system. You can use that one. Then sales text, I'll go with sales text. Then the text we maintained here, that I'm going to copy and paste it here. Okay, go to purchasing group we created, right, that I'll assign here R01. Then purchase order text, again I'll copy the text and paste it here. MRP1, MRP type, I'll give ND. MRP2, planned delivery time 7 days. Then I'll come to planned data storage. If you want to maintain the cycle count indicator, A fixed, CC fixed, come to accounting, and this is valuation class. It is picked automatically because valuation, while creating valuation class we maintained our own valuation class and our own material type, right? So that's the reason system has taken valuation class automatically. Then now whenever we are creating the material under finished good type, then we need to maintain the standard price. Price control as F stands for standard price, and here standard price I need to mention 4,000. Save this. Okay, reconnect, we'll discuss. Okay, so now I'll create next material. Here I'll give the material RPL wheel for car, mechanical engineering, and RPRM is my material type. Enter. And if you observe here, when I'm going to take the raw material, then there is no sales view, right? Enter. Plant RP P1, storage location RM. Enter. And here I'll give the description RPL wheel for car. Wheel for car. Unit of measure each. RPL mg is my material group. Grass weight I'll take 2 kg. Net weight also 2 kg. I'll come to purchasing. My purchasing group R01. Enter. Then copy and paste it here. MRP 1 and MRP type I'll take ND. MRP 2 planned delivery time 5 days or 7 days. Then accounting 1, and here I'll give 2000 rupees. Moving average price, moving price 2000. Enter. Save. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll copy from this one, copy this copy, and I'll paste it here. Okay, next here I'll give the description or material as tire for car, and what I'll do, I'm going to create this material with the reference of this. Enter. I'll maintain the same views. Enter. From plant RPP1 and storage location RM, and from plant RPP1 and RM. To plant also same. From here to here I'm copying. Okay, enter. Just you need to change the description, that is tire for car. And remaining thing like price, that you need to check, and here I'm going to change the description, and MRP1 and MRP2 I'm not going to change anything, and I'll go with plant data storage accounting 1. Here I'm going to change the price as 1000. Save this. Like that. 1 minute. Like that I'll create tube for car. Okay, tube for car. Then let it be same. All the records let it be same. And again I'll maintain the, and here I'll give the description as tube for car. And I'll check with other views, purchasing, purchase order text, and I'll give the I'll change the description, MRP, MRP2, and I'll go with accounting 1. Tube will maintain 900 rupees. Enter, save. Then RPL bolt for field. Again I'll take the reference of this material. Enter. Enter. Okay, let me check with other views. Go with purchasing, purchase order text. Then I'll change the text here. MRP 1, then MRP 2, plant storage accounting 1, and here I'll give 20 rupees. And last one, RPL dash nozzle for wheel. Enter, enter, RPP1 RM, RPP1 RM. Enter. Then go with basic data 1, purchasing, purchase order text. I'm going to copy this. MRP 1, MRP 2, plant data storage accounting 1, and here I'll give the price of this material is 80 rupees. Enter, save. Okay, now the material has been created and we'll do this process. We'll do this process, as I told you, it's mandatory. This has been created. This step is mandatory. Okay, now what I'll do, I'm going to post the purchase order and we'll receive the material. For that I'll go with ME21N. Okay, I'll select my document type, or.nb maybe, or _nb. Yes. Then purchase organization or PPO, or 01 is my purchasing group, vendor. Okay, I'll take this vendor, Ultratech Cement. Okay, here I'm going to mention all my material related to wheel. Okay, I'll select bolt. Then tube, tire, then here I did change the description that isn't showing. Nozzle for wheel, and last one wheel for car. Wheel for car. Then I'll purchase some 100 quantity. Bolt I'll purchase 400 quantity. 100 quantity, 100 quantity, 100. And delivery date, so 6th of April. Okay, the price of material is 20. Tube I'm giving 900. Tire 1000 rupees. Then nozzle 80 rupees. 2000 rupees. Currency INR. Material group RPLMG. Plant RPP1. As is a raw material, and I will maintain this location as RM. Fine. Now I'll check the purchase order. No issues. Enter and save. Okay, fine. This is my purchase order 455000010. This is my purchase order. Fine, we'll stop here today and we'll continue the class tomorrow. Okay, bye, good night.